You be putting this in your butt. Frank be putting this in his butt too.
Who the fuck is Frank?
Frank Gallagher from Shameless. See, this is exactly why people be stealing your car, climbing up on the top porch, cause you be putting it in your butt. You be putting this in your butt. Frank be putting this in his butt too.
Who the fuck is Frank?
Frank Gallagher from Shameless. See, this is exactly why people be stealing your car, climbing up on the top porch, cause you be putting it in your butt.
Get the fuck out. Get out my road!
And why you got a rose on it?
Get out my road!
No, for real, cause I can get some news. We ain't doing that. Don't put that in your butt. Don't be fucking on your butt tissue.
And for some reason, mom posted this and thought this was cute, right? For the world to see. And we need to bring Shane back because she should be ashamed of herself. She really should. And just the amount of knowledge this young girl have of what a butt plug is. I don't know who Frank Gallagher is. You know, I'm out of the loop when it comes to things like that. But obviously, mom know who it is. Mom pulled her phone out and started to record this because she thought this was cute. And it's nasty for real because that's a butt plug. And then the daughter is talking about whatever experiences mom having with a man. That's why he be doing this and that's why he be doing that. And subconsciously, you're programming your daughter to think that's how relationships work because mom is the first teacher. And a lot of kids don't do what we say, they do what we do. I think this is a poor example of parenting and exposure when it comes to young girls. They're being sexualized bad enough. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can't control. They open up their phones, they porn pop up or whatever. God forbid if you search one of their search histories and all this type of stuff, they curiosity from being around other kids in school and people talking, overhearing grown-ups talking, let alone just sex toys laying around and your daughter picking it up and playing with it. That part. She's picking it up and playing with it. But the thing is, we supposed to protect them and guard them. Back in the day, you know, certain stuff you see on TV, you wouldn't even see, let alone hear. And even if stuff was, certain scenes was in movies, moms would try to protect the daughter and the son, let alone the daughter from it, because 9 times out of 10, you don't want to spark up curiosity. And a lot of times, she's the one that's being preyed upon. So when you see this and just the whole casualness of of this and how mom just, you know, front camera, face camera, front camera, rear camera, whatever, back and forth between the two. And there's another little kid in there, and it's just like, what are we doing?
You be putting this in your butt. Frank be putting this in his butt too.
Who the fuck is Frank?
Frank Gallagher from Shameless. See, this is exactly why people be stealing your car.
All right, so look how old this is, a baby. But the amount of information that she knows about this, imagine what else she know. And that's all the young kids, all your daughters, all of them know. And they're being exposed even younger when it comes to the things that we supposed to protect them from.
You be putting this in your butt. Frank be putting this in his butt too.
Who the fuck is Frank?
Frank Gallagher from Shameless. See, this is exactly why people be stealing your car, climbing up on the top porch, cause you be putting it in your butt.
Look, and the young girl understand how men act crazy over certain things that satisfy them or certain kinks or whatever. That she's smart enough to comprehend. Oh, that's why he acting all crazy because you be doing these type of things to him. Mom thought this was cool, and you know, I just think that, granted, you know, in this high speed generation where things are ever changing and ever revolving, we still gotta protect modesty and protect our daughters. We can't, in one hand, complain about how everything is and how men treat women and how women treat men, but this very kids that grow up to be these men and women, we don't protect them. We don't protect them. This is disgusting. So a dude see your daughter, right? This popped up in my For You page. A dude see your daughter that she's fast, right? And only reason I'm saying it, I don't mean it, I don't know what the little girl is into, right? But she knows what these things are and what they can do to men that's into that, or just pleasure in general can have a dude going crazy, right? That she understands that concept, right? And if I seen this, right? I'm a man. What about the men that's in proximity to you and your daughter? And this might pop up. Or a high school friend of yours, or whatever. You're friends with him and he's friends with somebody else. And the way the algorithm work, I may know you because you know this person and blah, blah, blah. So now somebody looking at your daughter differently, right? Some creep weirdo might try your child based on what she know or what they think she know. You planted the seed in someone's head. You expose your kid and yourself. You gotta protect your kids. You only could control the things you can control. Granted, when they leave out, they do get exposed to things that's beyond your control. However, it's your job to talk to them, you know what I'm saying, and let them know what to do in situations. And there's a lot of situations you may have not thought of that they get in. However, it's still your job to question your kids and see what's going on. You know, it could be something unfolding and unraveling while they outside, when they at school or in a friend group, right? And if you don't pick their brain and see what's going on in their life, you know, you may miss something, to as though they get put in a situation that if you would have talked to them, they would have knew what to do, or you could have just nipped it all in the bud. This is not cute. It's not cute at all. It's not. I'm good on that. I got a granddaughter, and I got a grandson too, and they just so innocent and loving life. They just kids. And I know I don't look that old, but I'm old enough. I got a daughter about to turn 25. I got a daughter about to turn 18. And no, this is not cool, man. It's just not like you bringing men around and shit, and they fuck with your kids. You just don't know. And I don't want to paint the picture of men being monsters, right? But it's some that is like, we just so fucked up, right? And it's like a bad spirit that enter these people, and in some cases something happened to them, and they do something to somebody else. It's just weird just to watch that whole interaction like it's innocent. That shit is disgusting. And it's weird that you got all these parents, right, beating their kids and doing all kinds of crazy shit, cutting their hair out, and this their style of parenting, and they just posting it online like they ate, and we should all follow suit. A lot of that shit is demonic. It really is. And that is demonic. We not gonna normalize kids playing with sex toys. And she got it in her hand. And if it's with it, it go in somebody's ass and we playing with it. That's crazy. Mom is backing and forth with the camera. The blind can't leave the blind. And that's what it say. The blind can't lead the blind because they both will fall in the hole, right? That's what it says, man. Again, man, I'm your host, Yidimi Yahoo, the voice of nuance, and this is the situation. Thanks for watching, man. I'm out.